The Ferelden, eh? The Red Iron said you might help me. Some raider captains are having secret meetings at night in Lowtown. The job's simple. Break up the meeting and kill every one of the bastards.
That's not much to go on.
It's enough to do the job.
Just tell me where they are.
All the details are in this letter. If you manage to eavesdrop on the meeting before you kill them, there'll be extra in it for you. I'll be here. Maker. I think he's ignoring me now. Hey! Is my coin not good enough for you? Oh, Hawke. Thanks for helping me with that little problem I had. You going to buy me a drink to celebrate our victory?
You drink the swill here.
It's an acquired taste. Oh, before I forget, are you still looking for work? Because I have a friend who needs some help.
Is this a friend or a friend?
I never let him steer my ship, if that's what you're asking. From what I hear, he doesn't have good control of his rudder. His name's Martin. He has a room right here in the Hanged Man. Tell him I sent you. Now, you going to leave me to my drinking or what?
You're very different from other elves.
Oh? You know them all?
No, I just... You look different. There's no denying that.
It is what I am. And unlike the problems you claim to have, I really did have no choice.
Do we know anyone who isn't brooding every hour of the day?
Like attracts like, it seems.
I removed another bunch of lowlifes. You're a real street cleaner, Sarah Hawke. Our compliments.
Hey, who are you?
My, you're jumpy. Look at you, cowering in a corner. What happened to the fearless, dashing raider I used to know?
I'm not a raider anymore, Isabella. I'm just an honest merchant now.
Please, Martin. You wouldn't know honest if I tied you up and spanked you with it.
You tie him up. I'll go find some honesty.
Very funny, Isabella. You said you could find me help. This is the best you could do, eh?
Looks like we're not needed here after all.
Let's not be hasty. I'll take what I can get. I need someone to help me find out where the raiders have hidden my stolen cargo. This job's as easy as a peg-legged tavern wench. And there's good coin in it to boot.
What did the raiders do to you?
They closed in on my ship and forced her into the cliffs. My crew and I barely made it out alive. They must have salvaged the cargo when it washed ashore.
Are the raiders a big problem around here?
They've got some big plan for Kirkwall, or so I've heard. If they're not a problem now, they will be soon.
Why would the raiders want your cargo? Is it valuable?
How should I know why they want it? It's just spices and herbs. Nothing special.
I'll take care of it.
You'll need to look around the docks. The crates bear the seal of the Orlesian Port Authority, so you'll know it when you see it.
You're assuming I know what an Orlesian Port Authority seal looks like.
It's fancy. Just like everything Orlesian. I've had it with the raiders, and this cargo is the key to me getting on the straight and narrow. You're doing me a huge favor here, friend. Thank you, and be careful.
Well, if it ain't my favorite new citizen. What are you doing here?
That's what I'm wondering.
Did you finally figure out being free and poor in Kirkwall ain't worth a rat's spit?
My year's done. But a day's work for a day's pay. That I could do.
You mean you're not too good for my kind of work? Because the blokes I hired after you couldn't find their arse with both hands. I sent them to take out Lord Harriman while he was preparing his cargo for shipping. Nighttime, docks, simple. Never came back.
I assume this isn't personal.
Job's paid for second-hand by some other old Kirkwall family. The nobles here like to shank each other for sport. We're just their knives.
Who's Lord Harriman?
I don't know the who, but the what is old and rich. Rumor says he's a savvy one. His daughters give him marriage ties to half the city.
I'm sure I can finish what they started.
They were supposed to ambush him at the docks. That'd be the best place to start looking. And remember, Harriman dead, my lad Gustav alive. Other way around, then you don't get paid.
I lost 2 of my men for damned wheat.
If it flies Amaranthine colors, you sink her.
Careful, Lickspittle.
My men and I aren't accustomed to taking orders. The Viscount's pardon comes with strings. If Amaranthine is left unchecked, they will rule the Waking Sea.
Piss on that. What do I care?
A dozen war galleys hunting your kind to extinction says you'll care.
Sir, someone's nearby.
Here we go!
That's enough!
One more for me. We're keeping score.
Here we go again. Place one enemy extra.
Hawk. I've seen you with Mirren before. Did he send you to get me? Harriman's guards killed all my men. I thought I gave them the slip, but they found me. You tell Mirren I never turned on him.
I'm not going back until you can walk, limp or crawl, behind me.
I think I can walk. He got here before Harriman's men could do much damage. His rear guard saw us coming. They fell on us from all sides.
Which any professional would have expected.
That's him. That's Lord Harriman.
Most of my enemies would not stoop this low. Are you working for Conrad Tooley? Perhaps Lady Reinhardt?
What have you done that so many people want you dead?
You sound Ferelden. We are. So you should know I'm the one who convinced the Viscount to send aid to Denerim. Many of my fellow noblemen resent that. They want me dead before he sends the money, so they can reclaim it for Kirkwall. Will you kill me for this?
This is not a job I can complete.
Thank you, Ferelden. When I learn who sent you, I will be sure to leave you out of any retribution.
I don't want to be the one to tell Mirren you did that.
Elf this and elf that. I'll elf your mother.
You want to see real work? This is where you come.
I enjoy a man with markings like that.
You've enjoyed many, I suspect.
Where I come from, they're called tattoos. Sailors get them all the time.
Not made of Valyrium, I'd imagine.
Not a one. And the pictures are different. Usually.
I'm looking for some cargo.
You're in luck. Cargo all around. Take your pick.
A laborer with a smart mouth. You hardly ever see those.
What do you want?
I'm looking for crates sealed by the Orlesian Port Authority.
Haven't seen any. Sorry.
Talk to the Harbour Master. I'll bet he's got information about your cargo. He's in his office.
Hey, if you're done wagging your tongue, can we get those sacks off the docks?
Right, come in.
Captain's going crazy. Just tell me when ready for time.
Do you know anything about the main...
Shipping manifest.
I think I lost it.
Well, then you can't bring your goods in. Viscount's rules, not mine.
You should take credit for those rules.
Ugh. Adam, deal with this.
I apologize on Liam's behalf. He is a very, very busy man. I'm Adam, the Harbour Master's assistant. I understand you're looking for Elysian cargo. I have seen the crates. I can't remember where. Such a shame.
I can't imagine what you mean.
The clink of gold coin often jogs my memory.
I'm not paying for this.
Then I am deeply sorry I could not be of more assistance. Good day.
Liam leaves his office at nightfall. We could sneak in after dark, take a look at his records.
Shall we enter quickly?
Black Hand. A blend of 27 toxic plant essences with a healthy dollop of cobra venom for that extra kick. That poison will kill a man in 2 breaths. Can I have it?
Well, at least it's not boring.
Someone powerful in Kirkwall wants the raiders to attack Amaranthine ships.
As I suspected. You've earned a bonus. You've done Ferelden and Amaranthine a great service.
So, Isabella, you captained a ship. That's a lot of men to handle, but for you to command.
Well, aren't you just adorable, fumbling for a topic?
You say that like I'm harmless.
As harmless as a pup that will someday grow into its fangs and sink them deep.
Sure, keep teasing. I'll show you how much of a pup I am.
I know. That's why I do it.
Guess what I found? Crates filled with enough poison to assassinate every noble in Orlais, and then some.
I knew I should have told you not to look in the crates. Look, there's nothing shady going on here. I got the stuff from a legitimate supplier, and I'm going to sell it through legitimate channels. It's all legitimate.
It's poison. It kills people.
I just sell it. I'm not responsible for what people do with it. So, where is it?
Do you know where Alton Woodrow's warehouse is?
Merchant Woodrow's place. I know it. Thanks for this, friend. You've more than earned your reward. I'm gonna get my goods. You come back once I'm set up, I'll give you a discount.
So it comes down where...
So, Gustav limped back here, but refuses to speak one word of what happened. Spit it out. Is Harriman dead or not?
He's being hunted for aiding my people. I will not kill him.
I think you forgot the rules, Dog Lord. Once you take the job, you do the job. You don't decide if it's right. I'll take care of this myself. Don't try hitting me up for coin again. That door is closed.
Here, miss. Word is you're looking for help. And paying well.
I need someone native to the dark places beneath Lowtown. If you claim as much, yes, I will pay.
I am. Let's just step into this alley and me and my fellows can have a look at the money on offer.
She has chosen poorly.
Can you save someone so intent on being foolish?
Well, thank you for your timely intervention. I am out of my element.
Surely you didn't realize that just now.
I had to come here to get the type of person I need. Someone of bloody skill, but also integrity. Perhaps the kind who might leap to someone's defense. I have a charge who needs passage from the city. If you are willing and capable, meet me at my safe house nearby.
I just saved you in an alley, and suddenly we're in business?
You're in Lowtown. What grand scheme could I be interrupting? Varnell!
A bloody Templar. Just what we need.
I hope you will come. This matter only grows more urgent with time.
Nice to see you too.
I thank you for coming. This matter is delicate, and I need someone of limited notoriety who will not link this to me. It is an escort, but I think you will agree the nature of the party makes this unique.
Time is wasting. Who is going where?
My name is Sister Patrice. I have assumed a burden of charity. This is my charge.
A Cerebas? Here?
Would even a Templar bind a mage like this? A survivor of infighting with their Tal Vashoth outcasts. I call him Katojan, a bridge between worlds. The Viscount and others feel that peace begins with appeasement. This mage would likely be returned to his brutal kin. He can serve a better purpose. I want him free. He must be guided from the city without alerting his people, or being seen in my care.
I've had dealings with the Kunari leader. He'd want to know of this.
You have dealt with their leader? If you have interacted with Kunari, you know how they treat those who leave their heathen order. The Arishok would doom this poor creature. But knowing them is useful. If they challenged you, attacking an ally would only confirm their barbarism. You are still right for the task.
You're not interested in who you might be hiring?
If you were important enough to know, I would need someone else. But if you insist, what is your family name?
My name is Hawke.
Strong. Very Ferelden. The Kunari have hardly pressured the southern nations. You have not seen as many converts or those who refused. If this action, if any action, can lessen their influence, it must be done.
You don't just stumble on something. Someone like this.
For all their blasphemous certainty, the Kunari do have deserters. Those who seek freedom are hunted mercilessly.
Tal Vashoth. They seem to accept the role.
Even their rebels conform. Savonel observed one of their bloody exchanges. This poor mage was the only survivor.
And you think this mage was being hunted?
I'm certain no thinking creature would willingly submit to this. If he was not running before, he has seized the opportunity now.
I can get him out of Kirkwall. He's a bit conspicuous for the streets, though.
Better out there than here with the Templar.
This mage will be a fine example of how cruel Qunari are, even to their own. But only if this plays out just so. The passage here leads to the warrens of the Undercity. It is dangerous, but that is why you were hired. Good luck.
And now we're taking a stroll.
We're under attack. There's a problem. Here we go! Now we fight! Can't we... about this? No?
The mage seems indifferent to our struggles, even with his freedom as the prize.
Look at this. Undercity's feared by all, but there's no shortage of fools with coin who want to test it. What is this thing? Collared like a dog lord's bitch. You some sort of Qunari lover? Maybe I should get rid of you and see who'll pay the most for your pet.
I don't think it likes you threatening its master. Maybe we let this one pass.
A voice of reason. What's he doing with you?
You lot think you're so damn right. Buying everything, running free marches like me into our own sewers. You want us bound, like this thing? I'll see you dead first.
By the Void! Kill it! Kill them all!
I knew...
I love it when a plan works out. They get the idea, Qunari, Katojan. Whatever. Calm yourself. Did you react because your lead was threatened?
I know that kind of blind instinct. It is hard to judge how much control he has.
You did what I said. Did I hit the right phrase or something?
He may not know himself.
You can't gesture or stomp your feet twice for yes or something.
I bet all he wants is to go chasing after thrown sticks. And someone to rub his belly.
I'm getting you out of here before you help again. Still clear as a bell. Great.
You will hold Basra Vashidan. I am Arvarad, and I claim possession of Serabas at your heel. The members of this Karatam were killed by Tal Vashoth, but their disposal leads only here, to Serabas and you.
How did I know this job would end in more Qunari?
You speak as if ignorance is your natural condition. The bodies of his slain Karatam could lead only here. I do not know how you come to hold his leash, but you have no claim in the Qun. He will be returned and this crime cleansed.
And if he doesn't want to go back?
Serabas, show that your will remains bound to the Qun. He has only followed you because he wants to be led. He has allowed no other purpose.
I've met with your leader. The Arishok would not want a potential ally challenged in this way.
Claiming to know the will of the Arishok with Serabas in your care is Marasi Mikari, a child bleating without meaning. The Arishok knows what is to be done with Serabas who lose their Arvarad. There is no greater threat to their control.
The sister called him Katojan. You are Serabas?
Serabas is his role and his name, as you understand it. It is the accusation and acknowledgement of being a mage.
And you are Arvarad?
My role is to hold the leash and hunt the Grey Ones who lead the Qun. Or Baz who have not yet been enlightened.
You don't care that someone abused your dead to get you here?
No doubt they were cast from your shoulders as you or your partner thieves grew weak. It is a crime whose victims are beyond caring. It will be dealt with, but the greater threat is clear. It is my role to secure Serabas. It is the role of another to purge the perversions of your kind.
He is bound and abused, and you want him caged. Why?
The power that he has, that all Serabas have, draws from chaos and demons. They can never be in control.
So you fear them?
We leash Serabas because they are dangerous and contagious. Not even your Templars fully grasp that threat.
I wield the same power. And I'm no danger to you unless I choose to be.
You are Serabas? Bas Serabas? Vashidan! Neira Setar Karasam! You spewed your words at me like a demon trying to poison my control. Like this mage, the Qun requires your death.
But we're no threat to each other.
Bas Serabas, you will be no threat to anyone.
Finally.
Now we fight.
Can you stand?
You are now Basvarad, worthy of following. I thank your intent, even if it was wrong. I know the will of Arvarad. I must return as demanded. It is the wisdom of the Qun.
Well, that's gratitude. I fought so you could go die anyway.
I commit to the most difficult choice. The truth of the Qun.
What if it's wrong?
Many say that before they know certainty.
Arvarad couldn't kill me. Perhaps he was wrong about your death too.
Losing to you does not make him wrong. He spoke the Qun. I have chosen. It is bred in the bone.
Existing is not a choice.
It is the only choice. As it Taleb. It is to be.
Could you have returned if I'd let these others live?
No.
You were doomed from the start.
I was outside my Keratam. I may be corrupted. I cannot know. How I return is my choice. It must be. But that does not mean there is no meaning.
Patrice might take you back if death is the only other option.
The sister was not honest.
What do you mean?
I cannot say what she wanted, but it was certainty, not of the Qun. And her guard smelled of death.
My job ended when we exited the city. The rest is up to you.
You know of certainty and borders. You are closer to the Qunari than you admit. Your role would change little if you accepted the Qun. Take this secret thing, Basvarad. Remember this day.
What is wrong with these things?
She may not have known about this, but clearly Patrice set a trail right to us.
We did what you wanted. Why give us away?
Leave nothing. It must be clean, with no ties. Hawke. It was Hawke, right? From the streets. You took the Qunari from the city? Without incident?
Without bloody incident? You know better.
Mind your tongue, woman.
Please, do speak your mind.
Don't string me along. You know that I know.
Whether you believe it or not, I wished you no harm. That might have been useful for someone, but still regrettable. A massacre of citizens protecting a slave might have forced the Chantry to doubt appeasement, to see the Qunari for the monsters they are. Perhaps finding the mage was a rushed opportunity. If such a plot existed, I see how it might be disagreeable to you.
Your Katojan killed himself rather than be free.
I assumed he wanted to escape, just as I would. My pity is genuine, but they are not like us.
If, perhaps, why dance around this lie? I'm standing right here.
If a member of the Chantry admitted instigation, I have no doubt it would result in more appeasement. But an accusation from a low-town thug, you are hardly that important. That's not an insult. It's why I chose you. Rest assured, excuses, real or imagined, are not for your benefit.
I won't forget this, sister.
Take your coin. Disappear back into Lowtown. Rest assured, I will not make the mistake of looking for help outside the Faithful again. The stakes, eternity, are just too high.
We'll be hearing from that one again.
There you are. I don't let anyone who cross me get this big in this town. Honor, lads.
To arms!
So this master of yours wants your markings back? Skin and all?
So his hunters told me, unwillingly.
So why not cover them up? Wouldn't that make you harder to find?
Let them come. I am not one to hide.
Still, if it were me...
It's not.
All are forbidden. You are the exception.
We have a purpose, but when it is done, do we leave Kirkwall like this? We have little to discuss, human. For now, I would think on the fate of this city.
I've had confrontations with others in your command.
There have been a number of incidents, but you must mean Arvarad, found dead after tracking Cerebos. I thought nothing could threaten Arvarad.
You're not angry?
A mage is dead. That is what matters. The rest is impressive, but do not repeat it.
I believe a member of the Chantry intended it to happen.
Friend and enemy blend together in this sea of filth. I can barely discern one group from another. But as this clearly means something to you, I acknowledge the risk taken.
Cerebos chose death over leaving the Qun.
That is good to hear.
That is all you have to say?
I will not insult Cerebos with the suggestion that making the right choice was difficult. I expect as much from every Qunari. I doubt Cerebos earned a greater honor in his life than my reaction now.
Farewell.
Panahedan, human.
So you've really never thought of hiding from those hunters?
To what end?
So you could, I don't know, have a life?
What life do you have? There are no hunters after you at all.
I have a life.
One that you complain about. We are not always free to do as we wish, as you should well know.
I do have a life.
Then I stand corrected.
Please, can you help me? My brother!
What happened to your brother?
Karen was always so devout, so idealistic. He was so proud when the Templars accepted him. I pleaded with him not to join the Order, but he wouldn't listen. You hear dark rumors about the Templars and Knight Commander Meredith. And now my brother is gone.
What do people say about Knight Commander Meredith?
Oh, she has many admirers. They laud the service she does in keeping the mages in check. But others say she is terribly fierce and utterly without pity, that she sees demons everywhere. It is dangerous even to whisper such things.
What have you heard about the Templars?
People harboring escaped mages just disappear. Templars interrogate and threaten passers-by. My friend has a cousin who's a mage, and she says he was made tranquil against his will. You hear more with every passing day.
So you think the Templars, what, killed and ate your brother?
Maker forbid. I don't know what happened. He just stopped writing me. I tried to see him, but Knight Commander Meredith threw me out. They won't tell me anything.
Your brother may indeed be in trouble. What can I do for you?
Perchance. In your journeys, if you find yourself in the gallows, ask the other recruits, Wilmerd and Hugh, about my brother. They were Karen's closest friends in the Order. If anyone knows where he is, it's them. Maker bless you and watch after you in this endeavor.
You there, Ferelden. I wish to speak with you. You've gained quite a reputation with the Red Iron Mercenary Band. I find myself in need of someone with your special talents.
I'm guessing you don't mean my ability to juggle small rodents to Elysian ballads.
If that is your greatest skill, then I have been misinformed. I am looking for muscle, not whatever it was you were just describing. A man I sentenced to a life in prison has escaped custody. He's been tracked to an abandoned ruin outside the city. I'd like you to retrieve the fugitive and hand him over to the guard.
Why is there such a clamor to catch this man? What has he done?
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
We're both intelligent people. There's something in the ruins, isn't there?
There is something, yes. There are creatures in the ruins. The guards I sent are ill-equipped to deal with such beasts.
Do you know what manner of beasts they are?
I don't know what they look like. I've never seen one myself. The guards say these things have already torn through a full company of men.
I'm sure if you send in enough men this time, they'd do fine.
No. The more guards who know, the easier it is for this to get out. Those men gossip like old fishwives.
I'll take the job.
Bring the fugitive in alive, quickly and quietly. Not only will you be well paid, you'll have the gratitude of a city magistrate. Useful for a refugee, wouldn't you agree?
Have you seen a dog? Small, with a blue fur.
Who are you to talk to me like that? Insist if you must, but Viscount Dumas will see no one. If you've news of Seamus, I will relay it to him.
Fine. Tell Dumas my scouts have tracked the boy and his Canary captor to the Wounded Coast. I'm taking a full company after them, and when I return, I expect him to make a show of the reward.
So many to deal with one Kunari seems excessive.
He may be Tal Vashoth. The Winters leave nothing to chance. Get out of my bloody way!
Yes, what is it?
If this is about a rescue, that woman did not seem the type.
She is the type I feared we would attract. As I told the others, Viscount Dumas' son, Seamus, is missing. We suspect he was taken by a Kunari. If you would like to try your hand at securing his safe return, feel free. I have certainly granted no exclusivity to the Winters and their violent approach.
There must be suspicions about why the boy went missing.
Why? What have you heard?
Nothing. Until now.
There is truly nothing known. He is gone, and there have been sightings of a Kunari. The only complication is that Seamus is known to be of a sympathetic mind. He may have placed himself in danger, but it is danger nonetheless.
The Kunari are not wild in the city. Petition their leader for the boy's return.
The Arishok has declared that it is not his role to do so. Apparently their rebels, the Tal Vashoth, are hunted anyway, killed for what they are, not for what they may have done. That does not bode well for Seamus.
This isn't a task for a guardsman?
Who cares? We need this. There is a concern of appearance. If we used guards, it would allow Viscount Dumas' opponents to say this admits the Kunari threat, because the city responded. In these times, public embarrassment is preferable to official embarrassment.
Ready the reward. He'll be back in no time.
Declare it if you like, but the reward goes to whomever brings him back safe. A discussion you are welcome to have with the Winters, should you encounter them, on the Wounded Coast. The guard will throw you out if you kick that wall one more time.
I do hope the Viscount remembers to eat supper today. I've heard about the Circle of Magi outside of the Imperium, but I've never been in one. Are you certain it's wise for you to be here?
Oh, I'm sure nobody will notice little old me, don't you worry.
Very reassuring. This seems more like a prison. I wonder if it's more effective than the Circle I know.
How is the Imperial Circle of Magi different?
Once upon a time, it was as it is here. The Chantry watched the Magisters closely for any signs of corruption or weakness. Then it changed. The Magisters were permitted to watch over their own, and Templars kept only to enforce the law. What happened next was inevitable. The Magisters rule again, as powerful as they ever were.
You talk about the Magisters as if they are all evil.
I have no doubt that some are good and noble men, strong enough to resist temptation. But how many temptations do you wish to offer a man before he will give in? Blood magic is everywhere in Tevinter, from the lowliest apprentice up to the Archon himself.
You can't have seen this for yourself.
Daenerys talked about it often. Of course, they say it's forbidden. Behind the smiles and closed doors, however, it's a different matter. To be a Magister in Tevinter is to be glorious. To be a powerful Magister in Tevinter, that is worth any price.
You're saying the same thing could happen here?
If the mages were permitted to be their own watchers, of course. It is too easy for a mage to resort to blood magic if they feel the need is great enough.
As easy as it is to resort to a sword. You were created as a living weapon. Should you not be trusted with your freedom?
My powers are not controlled by a demon. A mage can desire power, justice, revenge, protection. Any cause will do, and then they are lost.
You can't say every mage is corrupt.
All I am saying is the Imperium offers no answer. All that Andraste did long ago to end the tyranny of magic has been undone.
She ended the tyranny of magic and replaced it with an entirely new one.
Considering all that magic has done to my homeland and my race, I weep for your predicament. Power corrupts, as they say, and mages have power enough already.
According to everything I've seen, the Circle can't control mages anyhow.
And what is the alternative? Freedom is a noble ideal, but I see no oppression here. I see fear and danger. But enough. I'm sure we came here for a reason.
People talk about the Circle like it's a prison. Do you know a recruit named Karen? His sister is looking for him.
We cannot speak to you, Messer.
Probably for the best, sister.
To the void with that. Karen and the others are missing.
But our orders...
The Knights aren't doing anything to find them. Maybe it's time to ask for outside help.
I wasn't even certain Karen was missing. Who else is gone?
The first ones disappeared weeks ago. There's been at least half a dozen. Wilmot and Karen were the most recent.
Why must you keep silent about Karen?
You obviously aren't a Templar, Messer.
And your point is?
A Knight Lieutenant gives you an order, and you obey, without question. They told us not to breathe a word about Karen and the others.
They must have their reasons.
And that'll be a great comfort if you go missing next.
You're already defying orders to talk to me. Might as well share the good stuff.
I hear that Knight Commander Meredith has some new initiation you have to go through. If you're not strong enough or fervent enough in belief, you don't make it out alive.
Sounds brutal. And effective.
Seems to me a weak Templar would die just as quickly.
And you honestly believe that?
Recruits keep going missing.
Wilmot came back.
What?
He did. I saw him this morning.
What else do you know about the initiation?
You hear about some... questionable things that the Order must do these days. The Knight Commander only wants Templars that can do... what must be done.
Andraste alive. She's killing recruits that might question her orders, isn't she?
That's rubbish. She wouldn't do that.
If Wilmot came back, he might know more about the other missing recruits.
I bet he would.
Wilmot told me he was going outside Kirkwall. Clear his head, he said.
Why didn't you tell us this?
Knight Captain Cullen ordered it, right before he chased after Wilmot. That wasn't too long ago. If you hurry, you may catch them on the road.
You know, Fenris...
You ever going to stop harping on the mages here?
No.
They aren't what you saw in Tevinter.
The moment they are free, mages will make themselves magisters.
They're slaves. You should want to help them.
I don't.
Shove off, you.
This fell into my hands. Recognize it?
I had long since paid my debt over this. It's grand to see it again. Have you anything to spare? The best armor... one can buy.
Is there any flour? We've been out for a week. The children are eating sawdust. Is there any flour?
Did I hear correctly? You...
Mandaran Atishan, stranger.
I am Master Islan, a crafter for this clan. Forced to stay so close to this Shemlin city, I've seen my share of outsiders pass through our camp. Is there something you needed?
Do you have any pure ironbark in stock?
What use is ironbark to you? I've never met a Shem who could bend it to his will. Either way, I'm out of stock. I do know where it can be found, but it is impossible to retrieve. Our people were forbidden from venturing to the area after we lost 2 of our best hunters there.
What happened that warriors as skilled as the Dalish refused to venture to the area?
Your respect for our hunters is most surprising, stranger. The place is overrun by darkspawn. If we tried to eradicate them, we would risk the precious few hunters we have left. I'll show you where the area is. What you do with the information is up to you.
It really wasn't your fault, you know.
So, there must be mages in Tevinter who don't use blood magic.
Of course. There are slaves. The Magisters do not hesitate to collar their own kind.
But no Magisters.
Why must you go on about this? No Magister would turn down an advantage over his rivals. If he did, he'd be dead.
You know, to use blood magic, you need to look a demon in the eye and accept his offer. I just figured some of them would say no. For aesthetic reasons, if nothing else.
Can't believe
Why was your friend made tranquil? Do you know?
No. And it doesn't matter. Nobody deserves that.
I know some mages who deserve that.
Really? Perhaps they should start making slaves tranquil. Then they wouldn't dream of escaping. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Slaves do not
Well, at
attract
least it's not
demons
boring.
and try to possess them.
Get ready!
Messages for the Wardens. They'd probably pay to have them returned.
Another battle.
There's extra for each scroll we deliver.
Should worry about.
That was all me, right there.
Go down! We're under attack. What a surprise. That's enough! There!
Everyone see that? Down!
I'll cut you open! I knew this would happen.
And the world's rid of one more Qunari. Easier than I expected. Call the men back. We've got an appointment with the Viscount. Isn't that right, Seamus?
Ashad! You killed him! You Vashedan bitch!
That one of their words. See, that's why you need to be dragged home. You're playing too nice with those things. I'll wager you've gone even further than that. Haven't you, brat?
A little rough for a rescue, don't you think?
Competition? Well, you're too late. The Winters, I, have already claimed him.
Sirrah, if I must go back, so be it. But I will not see these murderers rewarded.
Spoiled shit! I'll cut out your tongue and charge extra for bringing you back quiet. And as for you, I could do with some entertainment while we wait for the others.
Dead and good riddance, but she said she was waiting for more. A lot more.
Well, let them come.
Strip the camp, and we'll ready a fitting welcome.
And here...
Oh, Andraste. I've never seen so many corpses. So much blood.
Soil yourself later. There may be more.
Where are they coming from?
Ashad never loved, never coddled. You were worth his time, or you are not. They are not the brutes others claim they are. Take me to my father, and I will try again to make him see.
It's clear this was not your first encounter with this Ashad.
I met him soon after their ship foundered. I had run again, to escape the keep and my father. Ashad was to map the coast, to find an answer for the Arishok. I had so many doubts. Qunari have none.
I wasn't aware that Qunari take many friends.
Perhaps it isn't the right word. I am the Viscount's son, bound by everything that means. Ashad did not care. We were both seeking something. That was enough.
I confess, I'm not sure what one does with a dead Kunari.
The body is no longer him, and is worthy of no special treatment. That is, apparently, their way.
Should his people be told?
They will know. Whether they will deign to acknowledge it, I have no idea. There was much of Ashad that I didn't understand, but it was so very worth trying.
The Viscount is clearly concerned about your safety.
The Viscount sends thugs to do a father's job. I was in no danger until his help arrived.
You could have told him this was your wish.
Keep your assumptions. He doesn't hear me. He's as tired of being disappointed as I am of bearing it. And now, Ashad is dead. It's not right.
We'll leave soon enough, Seamus. Be ready.
I am at your whim, Sirrah. I am ready to leave. And you have coin to collect, I'm sure.
Let's go, Seamus. Your father will be waiting in the keep.
Then take me to him. Father.
My son. I thought I'd lost you.
Enough, Father.
Allow me to present one Sirrah Hawke, Your Excellency. She fulfilled the bounty.
You have my gratitude. I hope you encountered no great difficulties on my son's behalf.
No problems to speak of, aside from the crowd that tried to kill us.
I was told the Winters had involved themselves. Was there no way to avoid an incident?
They murdered my friend. Where is the concern for that?
It was my understanding you were captured alone. Foolishly traipsing about the coast as you do.
I was not captured. I was with Ashad. The Kunari. They are not monsters to be feared. If you would just try to understand, others would see as well.
Better that you were thought abducted than to have their influence suspected in my own family. Benign or not, it's too much.
A little too much insight into the office for me.
Your actions are appreciated. The Seneschal will see you out.
And trust His grace have mercy.
Here we go!
There's the dead drop. Hopefully the Wardens will appreciate this.
And trust His grace have mercy.
Another messenger came by with a letter. It's on the desk.
Well, at least it's not boring.
Easy as pie.
To arms! Now you fall!
Messing with us is suicidal.
Guard yourself, there's more coming! Get back!
Mistress Hawke, Ariane tells me you sought a better path than the Circle for her son, Fainriel. I thought perhaps you would be willing to show mages a kindness once more.
What? You can't be nice yourself?
You are no Templar. You cannot know what a badge of shame that would be. There are a number of apostates hiding in those caverns.
We are not going to kill apostates for you.
I was hoping you might speak to the group. Convince them to surrender peacefully before my fellow Templars arrive.
Who are these apostates? Where did they come from?
These are the mages of the former Circle at Starkhaven. It burned to the ground, and their Templars sent for us to relocate the survivors. Unfortunately, they escaped on the journey. With their phylacteries burned, it has been nearly impossible to track them.
What's a phylactery?
When a mage joins the Circle, the first enchanter takes a sample of his blood. It is used as a focus to track the mage should he escape.
Do the other Templars intend to do worse than recapture the mages?
Sir Karas is a Knight Lieutenant of the Templars, a great crony of Meredith. Should he find apostates hiding from pursuit, Meredith will consider him justified in murdering the lot of them.
I would not like to see this become a massacre.
Thank you. Your compassion does you credit. These mages have shown they attack Templars on sight. You have a better chance than I to convince them they are better off alive in the Circle than free and dead. Sir Karas hunts them as well. If they have not surrendered by the time he arrives, this will be a bloodbath.
And here we go again.
Can't keep this up.
They've raised the bloody dead. They must be truly desperate.
Only one way out for these mages now.
Please tell me we're not going to force these poor fools back into the Circle.
Can't we talk about this? No?
Maker's blessing. I thought I was going to die down here in this tomb. Are you with the Templars? Please, I need to go back to the Circle. I never wanted to get involved in this. Not when he started making those things.
Who is he?
Decimus. It was his decision. He kept saying the Templars would label us blood mages if we fled. Why not use it if it's our best tool? He slit his wrist, and the magic, it rose from the blood and woke the skeletons in the cave. I ran. Decimus is wrong. Blood magic is a work of evil, not just a power the Templars keep from us for spite.
Decimus is the leader of these mages.
He's crazy. He said with our phylacteries gone, no one could find us. We would be free. I think maybe he set the fire. There must be a demon working through him. No normal man would profane the dead like this.
Someone starts raising undead, and it's all downhill from there.
I've been at the Circle since I was 6. I've heard about demons, blood magic. They warned us, but I never thought I'd see it. The rest of them, they're still following Decimus. He's gone mad. I think he'd kill us all just to take the Templars down.
Sir Thrask waits outside. You will be safe there.
They're here! The Templars have come to take us back to the Circle.
Decimus, no! Stay your hand. These are no Templars.
What do I care what shield they carry? If they challenge us, the dead themselves will meet the call.
You killed him! Oh, Decimus. You should have listened to me, love. I saw what you are. How could you murder one of your own just for daring to defy the Templars?
You think he brought those skeletons to life to serve me tea?
I warned him. I told him once he marked himself as a blood mage, that was all anyone would see.
She won't admit it, but it's obvious she's just as corrupted.
I swear to you, I have had no truck with demons. Please, we only want our freedom. Without your help, the Templars will execute us all for Decimus's crimes.
If not in the Circle, how do you intend to live?
I hear there are places outside the pre-marches where the Templars are not so vigilant.
Why not? It's not like I'll be joining the Templars anytime soon.
Then we must first throw off pursuit. There is a Templar who followed us. You must have met him when you entered. Kill him, and we can get clear of Kirkwall before the Templars send more men.
Better the death of one Templar than so many innocents.
They would have us kill a man for doing the just work of a Templar.
Will you buy us time to flee Kirkwall?
Leave it to me. By the time I'm done, these Templars will swear that the sky is green.
Your confidence almost makes me believe you. But I spent 2 weeks traveling with these Templars. They strike first and think after. They are far easier to kill than to fool.
I'm doing that.
Are you trying to tell me this boy is all that's left of the apostates?
I ran away when they began to use blood magic, sir.
They are not in the caverns, Sir Karas. I have thoroughly explored.
Who is this?
Tell him who we are.
What's the trouble, Sir Thrask? Did the Knight Commander forget to tell Ser Karas that Enchanter Hawk came from Ferelden to help her root out rebel mages?
Yes. Yes, I was just about to tell him.
We've completed our investigation of the mages in those caverns. There is no one left inside.
One of the cowards ran out the back. You should go after him.
Right. Their leader fled the battlefield ahead of us. The bloody coward left his own people to die. I
Caught only a glimpse, but it looked like the back passages led out to the coast. I sent your men that way.
We can still catch up if we go around the caverns. That's the faster route.
The coast, you say? Men, fan out, search the shore. We will retrieve these corpses later. I will commend you to the Knight Commander, Enchanter Hawk. It is rare to see a mage cooperate with authorities.
Thank you, my friend.
I didn't think you could do it. Truly, you must be able to charm a miser out of his last coin. I did not think any of us would leave those caverns alive.
If it makes you feel better, officially you were killed during escape.
I will do my best to seem cold and rotted then. Please, accept my staff as a reward. It has the mark of Starkhaven on it. I dare not carry it now. It has served me well. Now, we must flee as far as we can before nightfall. Thank you, friend.
I hear you're in need of a bit of help.
Ah, so you're the reinforcements the Magistrate promised. The man you're looking for, he's holed up in the ruins. Though I doubt he's still in one piece.
That bastard's to be brought in alive after all he's done? Just because it isn't you and your pretty little Shemlin children he's after.
Look at these guards. I doubt either of them has to worry about having pretty children.
That's not what I meant. The man you're after, he targets elves. He dragged my daughter into those ruins and killed her! I want him dead! My girl, Leah, she wasn't his first victim. Over the years, he's taken dozens of our children, and not once has he paid for his crimes.
Would you mind telling me who you are?
My name is Elrond. I'm a merchant in the city. Please, no one else cares that our children are being slaughtered like beasts.
There must be some humans who would take offense to these disappearances.
We're nothing to them. Even if this murderer does finally go before the courts, the Magistrate won't take our word over his.
Why only elves? Why not human children as well?
We're easy prey. No one thinks twice when an elven child disappears.
I'll tear his throat out myself.
Thank you, Sarah. You have no idea what this means.
You couldn't turn to the guards?
For all my damn coin, I'm still only an elf to these Shemlin. There'll be no justice for my girl in the courts of Kirkwall.
What do you say about all this?
Yes. What do you have to say?
They won't go in after him. They're stalling, trying to give the murdering bastard a chance to get away.
Oi now, Elf. Like we said before, you're bleeding mad if you think we'll be going against the Magistrate's orders.
This murderer cannot be allowed to walk free.
Then that bastard will finally get what he deserves. Thank you.
Not wise, stranger. You try to take justice into your own hands, the Magistrate'll have your head.
Only if it's reported.
Well, we'll be quiet then.
Another messenger came by with a letter. It's on the desk.
I knew this would happen. Can't we talk about this? No? To arms! Order will be restored! Get ready! Face me! I stand
are you? Please, can you get me out of here? I just want to go home.
Leah? Your father told us you were dead.
My father? Is he safe? Kelder said that he'd hurt my family if I didn't come with him.
Who is Kelder?
The man who took me.
How did you escape your dastardly kidnapper? Kick to the groin? Sand in the eyes? Rock to the head?
Kelder? No, he let me go. I tried to make it to the entrance, but I hid when those creatures showed up. I thought I heard him calling for me. I almost went back to him. I didn't want to be eaten. But Kelder, he hit me, told me I was nothing. I begged him to stop hurting me. I didn't think he would, but out of nowhere, he pushed me away and just started crying. Don't you see? He didn't mean to hurt me. He told me. There are demons. They make him do these horrible things.
I'll have to remember to use that. A demon made me do it.
But it's true. How else could he do something like this?
She is a child and does not understand. Her pity is admirable, but misplaced.
Kelder is dangerous, Leah. If he fights back, I can't promise he won't get hurt.
He won't fight you, I promise.
Run to the entrance. You'll find your father there.
Can't we talk about this?
One less to worry about.
Now you fall!
I knew my father would eventually send someone. I was hoping the beasts down here would get to me first.
You wanted those creatures to kill you. Why?
It's what I deserve. I should be torn apart, forgotten down here, not protected by my father.
From the magistrate's vague description, I expected a hardened criminal, not a whining coward.
He didn't tell you, did he? The magistrate is my father. He's tried so hard to keep me, and what I've done, hidden away.
Not hard enough, so it seems.
The magistrate's more worried about keeping his job than doing his job.
Father is a good man. He tried to help, to stop me. But he can't. No one can. That elf girl, she had no right to be so beautiful, so perfect. The demons said she needed to be taught a lesson, like all the others. The Circle was supposed to help me, but they lied. They said there were no demons, that I was mad. This isn't my fault.
Let me get this straight. You torture and murder elven children for being too beautiful.
I didn't want to hurt them. They forced me. The demons don't like it when they cry.
Leah said you told her to run. Why?
I was crying, and she asked me if I was all right. After everything the demons made me do to her. She was concerned about me. How could I let them destroy something so good? So pure?
I'm not getting paid enough for this.
I can't stop. I've tried so many times. Please, you have to kill me. There's no other way.
He sees the truth of it. Allow me to grant his wish, if you will not.
Any last words before he kills you, Kelda?
Tell my father. I'm sorry.
You saved her. My little girl. I didn't dare hope... Did you find that monster? Is he dead?
We could bring him back as the undead and then kill him again.
No, that's all right. I'd rather he stay dead. I didn't believe an elf could ever get justice in Kirkwall. I speak for all of us when I say that we are in your debt, Sirah.
I feel just as bad for those knife ears as the next man. But ignoring the magistrate's direct orders, that's madness.
Andraste be my witness, Wilmot. I will have the truth from you now!
Mercy, sir. Mercy.
Were it that easy?
Don't hit me.
I will know where you're going, and I will know now!
I thought Templars only treated mages this badly. Nice to see you're branching out.
This is Templar business, stranger.
You have struck me the last time, you pathetic human. To me!
Maker preserve us.
To arms!
I knew he was involved in something sinister. But this... is it even possible?
Do you think he was possessed?
Normally, we only worry that mages will fall victim to possession. I have heard of blood mages or demons in solid form who could summon others into unwilling hosts. I'd not thought one of our own would be susceptible.
With what I've bumped into in Kirkwall, nothing surprises me anymore.
I am Knight Captain Cullen. I thank you for your assistance. I've been conducting an investigation of some of our recruits who have gone missing. Wilmot was the first to return. I had hoped to confront him quietly, out of sight.
If you didn't know he was possessed, why draw your sword on a recruit?
He'd only been back a few days when he left again secretly. It set off some warning bells. I meant to scare him into a confession. He had to believe my threats were genuine.
The recruits believed that Meredith was conducting some sort of deadly ritual.
What? That's preposterous. Recruits can be worse than a weaving circle with their rumors. There is a vigil before Templars take their arms, but the gravest danger they face is falling asleep.
Do you know what happened to Wilmot while he was gone?
Obviously more than I had anticipated. Wilmot has never been fully convinced of the Order's rules. Mages cannot be our friends. They must always be watched. I thought Wilmot might be meeting with some old friends who'd escaped the Circle.
I've got friends who are mages. Are you saying they need to always be watched as well?
I was at the Circle Tower in Ferelden during the Blight. I saw firsthand how Templars' trust and leniency can be rewarded.
Trust and leniency? Is that what you call it?
I still have nightmares of Uldred's depravities.
Where there's one demon, there's usually more. Where do we start digging?
I fear it is time to widen this investigation. My discretion may have cost me one of our best recruits, Wilmot's friend Karen. They were last seen together at the Blooming Rose. But I had no luck interrogating the, young ladies there. I doubt they know anything of magic or demons.
I'd be willing to search there.
The Order would truly be in your debt if you helped us with this. No one at the brothel will speak with me for fear I would shut them down for serving our recruits. If you learn what manner of creature did this to Wilmot, please come tell me in the gallows. I will ensure you are rewarded.
Now we fight! One more for me. We're keeping score, right? More coming. This is my favorite. Now you fall.
So, you married a Templar, huh?
What of it?
Are they all as dirty as they seem?
What?
Did he ever ask you to play the naughty mage and the hapless recruit? Maybe the secret desire demon and the upstanding knight?
That's disgusting.
I hear it's quite popular.
Thank you, my friend. Only one thing on the list left to find.
Mika.
So, will anyone smite me if I tell you I killed the men who wronged your family?
Excuse me, who are... My post to the Chanter's board? Did Her Grace let that stay? I thought for sure no one even read, but you say you've killed them. You have my eternal gratitude, Sirah. It is comforting to think my parents might now rest easily in their graves.
Who are you exactly?
I am Sebastian Vale, Prince of Starkhaven. Her Grace might prefer I introduce myself as a brother in the Chantry, but I could not stay after what happened to my family.
Isn't that where the Circle Tower just burned down?
Yes. I believe that was part of the same strike against my family. In one instant, we lost our mages, our Templars, everyone my parents used to call on for protection.
Why didn't your family's enemies hunt you down as well?
That's why I took the offensive. Thanks to you, those Flint Company assassins are no longer a danger. I'm the last of my line. Unless I survive, my family will have no justice.
Who sent these mercenaries?
My family has ruled Starkhaven for 6 generations. We have enemies, but none who would identify themselves openly. A distant cousin of mine is claiming rulership now, but he is a bit simple. He can be no more than a pawn in this plot.
Surely you have a guess as to who was behind it.
My parents were always prudent in how they handled our nobles. They did not allow rivalries or resentments to flourish. The attack must have come from outside. Kirkwall is our largest trading partner. I came back here to find support for my claim, and perhaps for a clue as to who is behind this foul deed.
Your parents probably don't care much at this point, but I hope you sleep a bit easier.
Yes, I hope I will. Thank you. Consider this in advance. When I have secured my lands again, you will be paid royally. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must meet with the Viscount and petition him for aid to a fellow city.
I understand you're named after a famous knight.
Everyone always brings up the name.
I've not heard of Sir Aveline. Is she very famous?
Really? They don't tell of her glorious downfall in Tevinter?
Not to slaves.
Pardon me for saying so, but thank the Maker for that.
Dear Mika, please help Ravine find his way to me. After his grandfather and mother died, is all I am.
Do you ever miss Ferelden?
Of course. It was home. I would never have left willingly. But I'm not going to be my father and spend my life trying to live a memory.
I didn't think I'd give it a second thought once I was gone. I mean, what did Ferelden ever do for me? But I do. I think about it. There's something here that just doesn't feel right.
You mean how mages are treated?
No. I think there's not enough dog shit.
You dare show your face to me again. If you know what's good for you, you'll leave my city and never.
My, those weapons look sharp.
Good day to you.
Did Mistress want silk thread or cotton thread?
Do you need something, honey?
A couple of Templar recruits went missing. They were last seen here.
You'll have to be more specific. We do a lot of business with the Templars.
The Templars are the ones who want this information.
We make a lot of our money off of nervous Templars that expect some privacy.
I'll be discreet.
Let me look through the books. Wilmod, Karen... Here we go. Wilmod came in here a lot. You sure he had time to be a Templar? The both of them last saw Iduna, the exotic wonder from the east.
That's quite the stage name.
It sounds better than the tramp from Darktown. You should hear what some of the others are called.
Is there anything else you can tell me?
Honey, I could write volumes on the things I know. Unless you want Wilmod's favorite position, I think you have what you need. You didn't hear any of this from me. We clear? Quintus, can I have just one drink?
Are you safe, Fenris?
No.
You know, some guards give people the opportunity to lie if it will keep the peace.
You can see what I am. Lie to yourself if you must.
You must be the exotic wonder of the East. Do you remember entertaining a Templar named Wilmod a few weeks ago? Or Karen?
Wilmod. Wilmod. That doesn't sound familiar.
Do your clients like this charade? It must get dreadfully tiresome.
Whatever do you mean? Questions are boring. Why don't we have some real fun?
It can't be easy for a girl in her position.
You should listen to your friend.
We have to ask her about Karen. What's your problem?
I see too many like her. Be gentle if you can.
As charming and relentless as you are, I'm here to investigate.
Answer one of my questions first. Who told you about little old me?
It was Vivica. She showed me her books.
That wasn't so hard, was it? So, Vivica sold me out, did she? That drab, pathetic little sewer rat. She will be dealt with. Just do one more thing for me. Draw your blade and bring it gently across your throat.
I will not be toyed with.
How did you... Oh, shit. Spare me, Messere.
You're just too dangerous. You have to die.
No. No!
Search her room. We need to know what's going on.
These mages make their lair in the Undercity. Let's root them out.
Here we go!
Greetings from the country!
Nicely done.
We should go carefully. Who knows what this many blood mages may have summoned to defend themselves?
We're under attack. What a surprise!
Let's finish this!
How about you? Get ready! Here we go!
How wonderful. More vessels for our experiments.
Where is Karen?
Perhaps the demons will find one of you suitable.
Always the demon thing. Can't you people say no?
I am not some hopeless waif that ran crying to a demon. I sought them out and embraced them.
Why have you taken the recruits?
Demons can inhabit much more than mages and corpses. With assistance, they can control anyone I ask. Any Templar, any noble, any well-meaning meddler.
You do know I cut a path through your abominations, right?
Good, good! The demons like spirit. If a few more Templars fall to the demons, we can seed chaos in their ranks. How many abominations can they discover amongst their own before it drives the Knight Commander crazy?
Good to know you're barking mad. That makes things easier.
In days of old, the Tevinter Imperium spanned the known world. Demons were their allies, held in check by power and knowledge. With a wave of a hand, I could do more than a Templar can achieve in a lifetime. Yet they command us. Absurd. We should be ruling them. We should rule you all. Kill the vessels only if you must.
And here we...
Mother! The lights! Is it over?
Karen.
Yes, that's my name. Oh, thank the Maker. I thought he had abandoned me.
Do not trust him. He's likely possessed.
The cage has opened. Thank Andraste.
Any chance you can tell if Karen has an extra passenger?
Well, there's one sure way.
What was that about?
If there was a demon in there, it would have defended itself. Looks like he's clear.
Go ahead and leave, Karen. You've been through enough.
Don't tell the Templars. I don't know what they do to me. Please, I need to go back. Tell them I'm all right. Tell my sister. I must go.
When you talk to Sir Cullen, maybe downplay the blood magic angle. We don't need the Templars cracking down even harder.
Freedom. What a crock.
I've got some good news and some bad news.
What? What is it?
Good news, Karen is safe. Bad news, half of your recruits may have been possessed by demons.
Sweet blood of Andraste.
Demons? Did you say something about the recruits and demons?
I didn't want to tell you, Masha. They were horrible. Those mages see the rest of us as ants to be crushed. They won't stop until they've destroyed the Chantry and the Templars forever.
Mages have been systematically abused by the Templars for 1,000 years.
How can you say that after what you've seen? Mages cannot be treated like people. They are not like you and me.
Surely that's a little harsh.
Yet also true.
They are weapons. They have the power to light a city on fire in a fit of pique.
I admit that does reduce their bargaining position. But there must be some middle ground.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps mages need better education as to why the Chantry functions as it does. Perhaps they would not go against the will of Andraste herself. I will look into it. For now, Karen, unless it is proven you are free of demons, I must strip you of your commission immediately.
No, you can't really think that. Karen's fine. He's safe.
He is not to blame. But tell that to the victims if it turns out that our suspicions are correct.
Please, sir. I tried to resist. I never took anything they offered. I need this position, or my sister can't eat. I've been training for 5 years.
We conducted tests on Karen. He's not possessed. He can stay in the Order.
I hesitate to ask what methods you used that you are so certain. Still, you have done much for us by stopping these blood mages. I will heed your request.
A wise choice.
If he has shown no sign of demonic possession in 10 years' time, Karen will become eligible for full knighthood.
Thank you, Sirah. Again. But without a full knighthood, Karen's pay is so small. I do not know if I can reward you as you deserve.
I will handle that, miss. You have done the Order a great service. We will not forget it.
You are known, Fenris.
What?
I'm going through Jevon's neglected reports. Some involve you and requests about you.
By whom?
I don't know. They're old, poorly kept. but you should be on your best behavior.
Thank you for getting rid of them.
I didn't.
Have you anything to spare?
I think I found something of yours.
Don't wave that around. I mean, thank you for this perfectly normal item.
Thaddeus, stand straight. Places, everyone. Welcome to the Black Emporium. I am the great and magnificent Xenon, the Antiquarian. Look around. So many things to admire. I tire those plebeian items. Take what you like. No charge. No charge, Thaddeus. You hear me? Oh, man. corrupting lore, gathered from throughout Data. But I think negotiable. Do not stare too intently at that. On second thought, please do. That's Gollum's name. Is Thaddeus Gigantus Crumbum III. He's my favorite. Please don't fondle and trust.